23rd of August, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
It's going to be partly lacking, but the Nishar Ha'ikr Kayim kosher only if it's going to be that the primary body of it is left intact and it's only missing a small part. That's kosher.
So it's also saying not only if you cut it, but if there's somehow a gash in it, maybe it's not permitted either. I don't know. Okay. Well, like I said, we won't use a etrog with our tea.
No,
Okay.
don't do that.
Okay. Aval ki hai gavna mikrei chaticha etrog. But I gavna.
In this case, where we cut into 2 or 3 pieces.
Okay. Cut it into 2 or 3 pieces.
Rabbi, can't hear you.
Yeah, in this case, we've cut it 2 or 3 pieces.
Okay, below etrog. So what? And it's not an etrog then?
Right, it's not called an etrog. It's not called an etrog. Okay,
good. V'chol zeh le'inyan levarech alav. But with all this, one can still say a blessing on it?
No, that you shouldn't do this is only in relationship to the bracha.
Oh, it's in relationship to the bracha, but you can still.
Yeah, well, continue.
Okay, aval below bracha. Oh, okay. But without a bracha, yacholi tol kol hapisulim v'lo yivarech alechem. So one is able to take all that's puzzle, but don't say the bracha on them. Okay, so I presume it's meaning all arba minim, the final statement.
Okay, very good. Let's see now the Mr. Brewer in Sif Cotton. Let's see, we started this already. And Nun Zayin, we're talking about Hadas. Hadas Yavish. You can take, according to the Ramah, you can take it dried with Hadas.
Okay, so Nafilu v'Hadas Yavesh, even dried out myrtle. Okay, good. Let me just do this real quick. It says, Digam Kain Eino Matsui Lachin. So one is not able to find moist myrtle. Okay. Masha ein ba'aravot de mitzuyot lachin. Just as what one can't find the aravot, moist aravot.
Right. Why are those lenient about taking a dried hadas? The whole matzui lachim. It's not common to find moist ones. Mashen came for the mitzuyos lachim. In contrast, you have the arabas, which is very common to find them moist.
Also, I think, if I recall from past years, the dried out hadas still stays on, the leaves stay on the stems the way they're supposed to be. But if you have dried out aravot, the leaves fall off the branch, basically, the twig, whatever.
Right.
So, I mean, people always seem to be replacing their aravot during the course of Sukkos.
Yeah, they wilt very easily. It's actually worthwhile buying buy them in the plastic packaging and keep them in the refrigerator if it's not too cold. if it's too cold, it'll freeze them and they'll also die from that.
Yeah, they'll turn black.
Yeah, they turn black. It's good.
I usually get a couple of extra.
Yes, definitely so. And you can even if the refrigerator is cold, if you wrap it in a towel, it'll insulate the arubas from the cold, and it'll wear on. And sometimes they even sell them in the shuls and yeshivas. You get them and buy them on Kolomoy, but because they wilt very easily. But the actual branches, they usually the arobos, I guess, were trees which were frequent available in Eastern and Central and Northern Europe. So that's why they didn't have to resort to dried arobos. But hadassim was hard to get, apparently. But esrog, what about the esrog? So let's see the Mr. Brew on that.
Etrog lo ratzui lahakel l'deazo. Oh, so for the etrog, you can't be lenient. Okay. Mishum diktiv b'chedya b'Torah pre-Eitz Hadar. Oh, because it's written in the Torah that the fruit must be a fruit from a beautiful tree, I guess. Or it has to be the.
It says the hedge. It says specifically the Torah pre-Eitz Hadar, so it should be something which is splendorous. A nice, shouldn't be dried up. That'll be a lack of splendor in the esrog.
Okay. Wow.
Right. So the Mr. Bruce says in Nunches, you can rely on these lenient opinions, Shastachat.
Oh, okay. So Nun Het. Okay. We actually smoke al yalhu shat hadach. And one can rely on it at a time of emergency. Yacharonim hiskimu ledina. So the Achronim agree with this law. The vishiat hadachach nuchal limsoch al poskim hasovrin dechol arba minim. Oh, kashehem yabeshim nuchal levarech alehem. So in at an emergency, they do permit one to say the bracha on all the dried out species.
Apparently, yeah, apparently.
Wow. Seems
So
like it's
how we just said you can't say it on a dried out arava.
Right. But that was according to the ones who were not makel. But there are those who are lenient and allow you to do that.
Ah.
Right.
okay. The v'yesh bazel arba hukim, and this is for all four.
Well, there are four categories here.
Oh, four
right?
categories.
Yeah.
Oh.
When can you rely on these lenient opinions to even make a bracha? So there are four criteria, there are four categories to try and determine it here.
The first one says, "Lo nimtza'u ba'ir lachim rakiveshim." So in the city, you can't find moist species, but only dried out ones.
Right.
Okay. Azai kol haraba aminim notlim umavarchim. Excuse me. So then one can take all four species and say the blessing. It looks like.
That just says, no names to be ear lachim rakivation, right? If there's no moist of any of the four species, then you can take them and make a bracha on them.
Lo Yiveshim Gemurim. Acherim Lachim Gemurim. Okay, so this situation is he has completely dried out species, but others have completely moist ones.
Right.
Mevarchim al halachim davka. You
Mhm.
should say the blessing specifically on the moist ones.
Right.
Okay. Vafilu b'diavar lo yatsa.
B'diavad.
Pardon?
B'diavad.
Diavad. Okay, thank you. Lo yatsa kashet berach al hayiveshim. Okay.
Right. That's right. You won't be yotzi if you make a bracha on the dry ones.
Okay. V'aratzot she'en nimtza'im lulavim v'hadasim lachim gemurim v'gam ha'yiveshin einan yiveshim gemurim. Well, let's see what this is. There are lands where you can't, countries where you can't find moist lulavim and hadassim, myrtle, completely moist, but also there are dry ones. Hayiveshin.
Yeah. Okay. I tell you, our time is a bit over, so we're gonna have to go over this again tomorrow. I don't want to rush through this because he's bringing down the summary.
Oh, okay. Very good.
We'll continue this tomorrow. All
Thank
right.
you, Rabbi.
Everyone have a good
Okay.
day. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Mayor.
Have a
Thank you.
good day.
Be
Thank
well.
you.
Okay, bye.
All right, have a good one.